The first thing I would like to share with all of you is, what do you do for a daily practice routine? So I try to include questions that I often get from students. So everybody, wants to practice, but you quite don't know what to do. So this is just a ballpark that I have put down. Let's say you have 45 minutes a day for music practice. I would say that is a good time to set aside. If you can do more, even better. The most important thing you will need to remember is keep singing everything you have learned in turns. I often find that many students forget the basic. Pranati. So when you practice varisais, what do you find most challenging?
Maybe like second and third speed.
Okay. Seema, when you practice varisais, what do you find most challenging?
I say like sometimes in that varisai, find it difficult when jumping from one swara to the other.
Itself. So when it comes to the varisais, right? Okay, we think about Sarali varisai, Janta varisai, Tatu varisai as different compartments. So how do we keep ourselves engaged with varisais without getting bored? And Yashvi, you had your hand up. So can you tell me in first beat how many swaras you have in one beat?
1.
Very good. So now the Sarigama Pama Dapa, I'm pretty sure many of you are familiar, or all of you know it. Okay. So how do we make it a little more open-ended? So Sarigama Pama Dapa. So we are doing the next swara, right? Pama Dapa. Instead of that, higher. Sarigama Pama Nida. Sarigama Padanisa. Now, how will you change the descending one in the same way? So now it is Mapa Gama. We have to come 2 notes lower because it's the opposite. Sanidapa Mapa Riga Sanidapa Magarisa. And when we do it with the talam, we are going to do all the 3 speeds. One challenge that many students face is to precisely be able to double the speed. I find that many students, when they switch from first to second, they are not exactly doubling the speed, especially when we conduct our exams. And some of you have already taken our exams very successfully. One of the things I find with a lot of students is they sing each speed well, but the second speed is not an exact double of the first speed. So when you practice at home, make sure your tala tempo is constant. So it is very important not to start the first speed too fast. I would like to try the next one in Kamavardhini Ragam. This simple janta varisai. Sasariri gagariri, sasariri gagamama. Okay. All of you listen to me the first time, and then we can all sing together. I'm going to do only the 2 notes per beat speed in janta varisai. Okay. So you will find that because the ma goes higher, the range of gamakam I am giving to the ga also increases. I will just sing the same phrase to you in Maya Malavagole for comparison. Sa sa ri ri ga ga ri ri sa sa ri ri ga ga ma ma. And now I will sing it in Kamavardhani or Pantwarali. See how my ga also sounds different because the ma is higher. The range of gamakam you can give to the ga also increases in Kamavardhani. Sa sa ri ri ga ga ri ri sa sa ri ri ga ga ma ma ri ri ga ga ma ma ga ga ri ri ga ga ma ma pa pa ga ga ma ma pa pa ma ma ga ga ma ma pa pa da da ma ma pa pa da da pa pa ma ma pa pa da da ni pa pa da da ni da da pa da da ni sa 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 ni da da ni sa sa ni da da pa pa ni da da pa pa da da ni da da pa pa ma ma da da pa pa ma ma pa pa da da pa pa ma ma ga ga pa pa ma ma ga ga ma ma pa pa ma ma ga ga ri ri pa ma ga ga ri ri ga ga ma ma ga ga ri ri sa sa. So the same swarasthanas as Maya Madhava Gaule, except the ma, instead of Shuddha Madhyamam or ma 1, we have now sung Prati Madhyamam or ma 2. At least 15 minutes a day for such open-ended stuff. And I'll just do one more before we move on to the next one. So let us say we can try a little bit of combining with Dhatu Varisai pattern also, slightly. For example, this is the first part. I will do sa sa ma ma ga ga ri ri. You would have heard of this Janta Varisai. Sa sa ma ma ga ga ri ri. Sa sa ri ri ga ga mama. Right? Now instead of sa sa ri ri ga ga mama, I will do sa sa ma ma ga ga ri ri. Sa ga ri ga sa ri ga ma. So it's combining Jantai with Dhat. We tried Jantai and Sarali combo. Now we are doing Jantai with Dhat combo. Sa sa ma ma ga ga ri ri. Sa ga ri ga sa ri ga ma. Ri ri pa pa ma ma ga ga. Ri ma ga ma ri ga ma pa. Ga ga da da pa pa ma ma. Da da pa da. Ga ma pa da. Ma ma ni ni da da pa pa. Ma ni da ni. Ma pa da ni. Pa pa sa sa ni ni da da. Pa sa ni sa. Pa da ni sa. Yeah, sing the Arohanam Avarohanam. Mohanam.
Sa ri ga pa da sa. Sa da pa ga ri sa.
Very good. Now I'm going to sing what I have labeled as set 1. Sa ri sa. Sa ri ga ri sa. Sa ri ga pa ga ri sa. Sa ri ga pa da pa ga ri sa. Sa ri ga pa da sa da pa ga ri sa. So this is Tisra Jati Triputa Talam. So the Jati in the Lagu tells you the total number of the clap plus the finger counts, right? So Tisram is 3, Chatusram is 4, Khandam is 5, Mishram is 7, Sankirnam is 9. So for all the 7 basic talas, there are 5 possible jatis, giving a total of 7 times 5, 35 combinations, right? So now when we, instead of Tisra Triputai, if we do Chatusra Triputai, we get what is the Adi Talam, right? All of us know Adi Talam. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is Chatusram. Clap plus finger count should total 4. And then in Triputa Talam, you always have 2 dritams. So Triputa Talam is always 1 lagu, 2 dritams. Now, alankaram, everybody is familiar with the Tisra Triputa alankaram. Sariga, Sarigama. So let's say we want to create our own alankaram for Kanda Triputa. So Sarigama pa. Sa-re-ga-ma. Those who are good with all the basics can also try gati changes. Or we talked about jati. There are 2 concepts here which many students get confused. Jati is what we spoke about earlier in the lagu. Tisram, Kandam, Mishram, Sankirnam and Chatusram. Gati is subdividing the beat. Yeah. Dyuti, you had a question? For a comment?
I went to a Konakol workshop and we did the Takita.
Yes, correct. So there is a lot of overlap here. It's a very good point you made. So Konakol is a great tool. It is like a universal language of rhythm. Normally, third speed of Sarali Varisai, we do sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. We are having 4 swaras per beat, right? Now, if you're going to practice in Tisra Gati, you will have 3 swaras per beat. I'm just going to first start off with 3-note pattern. Sare ga re ga ma pa da ni da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. One very good exercise to do is start from the lower panchamam, try to go all the way to the higher panchamam and come back to the lower panchamam. So let us try to do this in Shankarabharanam today. Pa da ni sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa ri ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni da pa ma ga re sa ni da